Spotting enemies is a crucial part of any tactical situation. Mix that with a player that has supportive attributes, and you have yourself a great ally. My name is Sheil, and in today's Spellbreak guide, we're diving in and taking a look at the newest Spellbreak class, the Scout. Spellbreak has introduced its first support class to the game. The Scout specializes in identifying targets and provides enhancements for teammates. Please note that Spellbreak is still in closed alpha, so all of this can be subject to change. The Scout's first ability is Foresight. This ability allows you to see upcoming shrine locations. To distinguish current shrines from upcoming shrines, the current shrines are highlighted yellow and the future shrines are highlighted white. The Scout's second ability is Invigorate, which passively buffs you and your nearby teammates' movement speed for 4 seconds. The first point increases speed by 15%, the second increases speed by 20%, and maxing out, the ability increases speed by 25%. This ability pretty much is a 100% buff on any player in range. However, this does not stack with any other movement speed abilities. In fact, if a player equips the boots of Sprinter, it removes the buff entirely. The third ability is Shot Caller, which decreases a player's basic spell damage by 30%, but increases damage done to a target from any source. The first point increases damage from all sources by 15%, the second point increases damage by 20%, and maxed out increases damage from all sources by 25%. This is a debuff and it only lasts for 3 seconds after you hit a target. We'll go more into detail about this ability later in the video because it is a very interesting ability. The last ability is Tracking. After hitting a target, this ability outlines the target for you and your team for a short period of time. The first point outlines for 2 seconds, the second point outlines for 4 seconds, and maxed out, it outlines for 6 seconds. The Scout shines in coordinated team play. Tracking helps your team locate targets, and Invigorate helps keep your team together by providing passive movement speed. However, there is a downside to the Scout. It is a niche class, so running solo makes some of the abilities useless. The Scholar has a better tracking ability that provides only the player with the outline, and while Invigorate allows you to sprint faster without boots, if there aren't teammates around, you're not providing anyone else with the speed. Shot Caller is a really interesting ability that could be a game changer on the battlefield. I'd like to thank NK who took the time to break down the details and benefits of this ability. Shot Caller could turn the tide of a battle. The debuff applied to a target increases damage taken from everything. This applies to your sorceries, your teammates' damage, and even your enemies' mistakes like their own friendly fire. You don't even need to be involved in a fight. You could see a fight in the distance and tag an enemy with a % damage taken debuff and hope they kill each other. The closest comparison I could think of this is a Warlock's Curse of Elements in the World of Warcraft. As it stands right now, Shot Caller could be refreshed by multiple teammates, allowing the buff to consistently stay on a target. The player with the highest rank will be the priority debuff. The frustrating part of Shot Caller is there are no graphic indications you applied the debuff to a target, or even have an icon identifying that you have been debuffed. Nevertheless, it's a brand new class and tweaks will be made as feedback gets sent in. There's also no units of measurements in the game, so we don't have an exact distance on how far Invigorate Aura reaches. This promotes you being relatively close to your team, which could benefit your focus fire or work to your disadvantage when getting hit by an enemy AoE. The Scout is a pretty broad class, so there are a number of gauntlets and gears that will work depending on your playstyle. AoE makes it a bit easier to tag enemies with Tracking and Shot Caller, so keep that in mind. The gear you pick up while playing the Scout is largely up to you and what you're comfortable with. Because the class is designed to support a team, you could pretty much pick whatever you'd like. In terms of class synergy, the Scholar sticks out because of the combination of careful study and tracking. This allows players to see the targets longer after hitting them and helps locate the enemies to tag them again for your team. Combine these abilities with the Wolf's Blood rune and you are a tracking beast. Remember, this is a support class, and if you're like me, tag an enemy and let Nemo finish everyone else off. All in all, you can combine any class and any equipment with the Scout, so see what fits your playstyle best. The Scout was a highly anticipated class, and is the first support class added to the game, so it's likely, hint hint, that we'll be seeing more support classes in the near future. It does have its quirks and needs to be tweaked, but overall a very fun and interesting class to play. As we get more involved with Spellbreak, we want to hear what you guys think of the new class. Please leave us a comment below with any type of builds you guys have come up with in combination with the Scout, or consider joining the official Game Gurus Discord to team up and discuss Spellbreak and many other games. My name is Sheil, and whether it's magic, mystery, or mayhem, remember, the Game Gurus are here for you.